I'm hearing reports that the Indian government might be planning on rolling out a new type of technology for cars to deal with the situation on Indian roads and to deal with all the accidents and everything that happens and to minimize that. And it's a technology that's being called V2V. And basically, what this is the cars will have something in them. I don't know, some sort of technology in them, and they're gonna be able to communicate with the other cars. All the cars will be able to communicate with each other, and one car suddenly breaks, the car behind it will get the information quickly, and then the driver will have to react quickly. And I guess in terms of driving and whether the car is moving in a way that's not that the driver near it should be aware of, they'll get informed of it. And it's honestly a good thing if it works properly, because let's be honest, Indian roads, yeah, there are a lot of bad drivers on Indian roads and a lot of reckless drivers, and it is a bit dangerous on Indian roads because of that. The places where there aren't cameras or speed limits and all that stuff, there's a lot of reckless driving going on, and it is a problem. And considering the population of this country and the amount of vehicles that are out there, and with the tax cuts and all that, the amount of new cars and bikes that are now on the road, there are even more cars and bikes now. Safety on road is a big issue, and if this thing can do it properly, it would be huge. Now, apparently the newer cars that are coming out are going to get it first, so I'm guessing that they'll probably come from the manufacturer directly. It'll be installed in the cars, and the older vehicles are probably going to get it added on as a retrofit of sorts at some point. Now, for the older cars, I'm wondering how much it would cost, because I'm guessing that all the cars will probably end up getting it at the same time, the older cars. So yeah, the cost of the fitting it, that's something that we need to know way beforehand, honestly, to get the money ready, because I'm guessing they all probably be mandatory at some point. And then there's the stuff with the bikes. I don't know if the bikes are getting it, so I don't know how that would work. But yeah, technology like this, I feel like we really do need it. But I am also worried about how consistent this technology would be, how well it would work, because our roads are really chaotic, and the drivers, there are a lot of reckless drivers moving in reckless ways all the time. So will the sensors or whatever this thing uses be able to do detect it accurately? Even if it is good, can it deal with our roads and our drivers? That is something we have to wait and see. But I guess since this is something that wants the driver and not directly making the car do anything, it's not a problem. Although I am a little concerned about some people might end up panicking when they hear this notification and whatever that happens in the car about the car before, and they might do something in a panic because of the notification. I think that might be a problem for some people, but I don't think that'd be that big. But again, we have to wait and see till the technology actually comes out. And for road safety, yeah, I feel like this is necessary, because fitting cameras and speed limits on every single road, considering how big the country is, how many roads there are, I don't know how practical that would be. So I guess this would be a way to make roads safer, and we really need to make our roads safer, because honestly, I'm afraid of riding my bike outside these days. Seriously, a lot of people I know have been in some sort of bike accident these days, And compared to a few years ago, it wasn't that big of a deal. But today, honestly, I'm really worried about riding a bike. And I'd much rather just take the bus. I feel like the bus is more safer, even if it's not as convenient as the bike. And that's the situation we're in. And considering how many new drivers are probably going to be out there because of the new vehicles that are coming out because of taxes, I don't know how many of them are going to be driving well. Are they actually good drivers, or did they just buy the cars because it was the right moment and they're gonna are they gonna drive properly? Yeah, it's really scary out there. So if this technology comes out and it works well, and the retrofits for the older cars, it's not too expensive. Honestly, I think if it's not too expensive, I think this would probably be a great thing. And from what I know about it, I don't know how if there's any data sharing or anything that's gonna be going on with it, because the cars are communicating directly. So instead of storage or some storage of data, collection of data or something like that, if there is, there might be some concerns with privacy and all that, but I don't think there might be anything like that. So yeah, this is probably a good move, and let's see how well it works. And if this works well in our market, it will be a huge deal with our roads and our drivers. So